can stop a god.
Hello everybody and welcome back to a long overdue episode of Vecna, Eve of Ruin, here on Dork Tales. This is episode 10 and we left you on quite a cliffhanger. If you are watching this live, then you've probably been waiting to find out what's happened to Gaunt for the past 10 weeks because summer was a very, very busy time. But hey, we're back and we're ready to continue our voyage through Spelljammer and our time on the Lambent Zenith. I'm your Dungeon Master Kelly. I use he and him, and I am super excited to be back here because I get to run this game for some of my favorite people in the entire multiverse. Let's meet them right now, and then let's hop into game. Let's start with Christine.
Hello, I'm Christine. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I am playing, oh god, Rosie Thistledrop, our artificer?
Your artificer. She's a gnome.
Aha, she is a gnome. Rock gnome, to be specific. So yeah.
Nice. Also rocking out is Robin. Rockin' Robin.
Yep, tweet. More like my voice sounds like a bunch of rocks crashing together in a bag. Hello everyone, I'm Robin. I use she, her pronouns. I am still quite sick. And will be not doing an accent for Lir'wen, our moon elf.
Way of the astral self.
Yeah, no, sorry. I was feeling a coughing fit coming on, and so I was trying not. I was gonna see. It was like a sneeze. It was doing the thing where I'm like, am I gonna sneeze? Am I not? Yeah. So Lir'wen, the way of the astral self, monk, moon elf, and she uses she, her pronouns too. And yeah, I think we all botched our modify memory dispel magic spell because boy, we're something with a hand and fisting someone with it. I think that's the story.
That's generally your thing, yeah. All right, big into, well, I'm not going to go with that route, but hey, modify memory botches are Chris's signature move. Hey, Chris.
Hey, everyone. It's Chris here. I go by Blogg on the chat and the Discord, and he, him, they, them pronouns. Tonight, I don't know who I'm playing because I don't remember shit.
Perfect.
But normally, it would be a Gaunt or Reborn Hexblade Warlock.
Perfect. All right. Also a master of the blade who studied the blade while you were out on dates. It's Jen.
I studied the blade in the void.
What else did you have to read, right? It's like when you're in the bathroom and you forget your phone, so you read the back of the shampoo.
I could do there. I could just do like drills and just footwork in the void. Against an imagined version of myself. Hi, I'm Jen. I use she, her pronouns, and I play Imogen, our blender, our human champion fighter.
All right. Way of the Hamilton Beach blender.
See, I was gonna say the Cuisinart.
Cuisinart? You studied the Cuisinart of the blade. Right. And also joining us tonight is the one, the only Bunny-Hearted.
Oh my gosh, that's me. I'm Millie Andor, a Bunny-Hearted. I'm back here playing Tana Starbell, our, I guess, once astral elf warlock who kind of exploded, saving countless worlds, and got better, and is now back as a human here as sort of a Miss Frizzle cameo. She's really excited to be here and excited to meet all of this current generation's heroes. She's really proud of them.
Wow.
Y'all are so good. She's gonna pinch your cheeks.
So, a quick reminder as we're going back into game, we are in the universe of Spelljammer looking for another piece of the Rod of Seven Parts. Here, you managed to track it into a place called Havoc, an ancient destroyed god being that happened to have a spelljamming vessel crash into it called the Lambent Zenith. You managed to descend onto the ship where you met some of the survivors of this wreckage. The ship has been split into what looks like 3 parts, and throughout your investigation, you have learned a couple things. For one, Tana, your sort of godson Horatio is aboard this vessel. The child of Commodore Crux and Francis is here, having survived a mission that should have killed them. You also discovered that the chief steward of this vessel, the second mate, the one in command, Figaro, a tiefling who has lost his marbles, has locked himself in the stateroom and refused to come out. After much convincing and Imogen opening her heart, you were able to calm his paranoia down enough to try to speak with him. He deactivated the force field and came out to talk to you. While that was happening, though, the rest of you were meeting some of the other crew. Osric went and is playing a game of cards with Horatio and an elf in one of the side rooms. Lir'wen and Rosie went and had, well, Rosie had some drinks, Imogen abstained, with an orc chef named Kisera. And at the end of this...
That was Lir'wen.
Oh, sorry, that was Lir'wen, not Imogen. My bad. It's the ins that I'm confusing.
Imogen would not abstain.
That's fair. That's fair. With that, Gaunt tried to use his warlock powers to undo what he discovered, or what you all discovered, to be a modify memory spell that had driven the good Figaro to tension and paranoia, only to have it botch. And the memories that Gaunt was trying to restore were not restored, and in fact, his vanished. As he let out a cry of pain, the rest of you assembled in the lower decks in time to hear him say, Who are you? Which I think is around the time that we are going to resume our story. Does anybody have any questions before we begin?
No questions, but I would like to mention that Imogen did fall very far and barely hurt her.
This is true. You did. You are a shooting star. And finally, the last thing that I want to say is that I have to give a final big thank you to the star of this channel, Bookwyrm Games. Bookwyrm Games is our sponsor yet again, and they are one of the best sponsors that you could ever have. If you go to their website right now, you can use code DorkTales to save 15% off your dice purchases of any type of dice, from liquid core to resin to gemstone and wood. You can get them delivered anywhere in the multiverse. And if you spend 100 Canadian, that shipping is free. Kobolds will bring them right to your house or right to your shipwreck, where you're going to have plenty of time to roll some dice. I also want to suggest that you all check out their wonderful Pintober special that they're doing over on BackerKit right now, where they are releasing a number of enamel pins for their Witch's Kitchen collection. So these are fantastic, really, really well designed, high quality enamel pins that have that kind of spooky cottagecore kitchen vibe. I know about half the Dorktales cast that's going to want some of them.
They have frog's breath.
Yes, they have frog's breath. Go show Caitlin.
They're adorable.
So go check those out. They're really reasonable, and you're helping a small business. So go check them out today. Besides that, the last thing I'm going to announce before we hop into game is a quick reminder that we are only 3.5 weeks away from Extra Life, which is running on November 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, as we run 14 games over 3 days to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. Please, if you don't spend your money at Bookwyrm Games, save your pennies and help us help sick kids. All of those donations are tax deductible. I'll tell you more as we get closer to the event. It's going to be fantastic. We got people coming in from all over the internet to help us out. All right, so with that, and without further ado, I think it's time for us to head into Vecna, Eve of Ruin. Gaunt. You look ahead of you. Inside of this derelict, destroyed cabin, you find yourself pushing back against the wall. You see people that you don't recognize surrounding you, while your immediate reaction is not necessarily one of hostility, it is one of confusion. To your right is a strange, black-blue-haired human woman, dressed like, sort of like a fancy librarian, a green-skinned, swashbuckling woman with long ears of some type of species that you don't quite recognize, with a small, upturned nose, is directly in front of you, next to a woman with 3 huge scars crossing her face and long, flowing white hair over male. To your left, 2 other feminine figures race down a stairwell. One of them, a spry elf with twin pigtails and eyes like blue starlight, rounds the corner, followed by a spunky pink-haired gnomish girl with a chicken walking cannon atop her shoulder. These people all surround you, and as you are looking, trying to gain a sense of things, a red-skinned, horned devil man leans out of a side chamber and looks at you with wide, confused eyes. I don't think it worked.
Okay, there's too many of you. You all need to back up right now.
Out of curiosity, what didn't work?
He was trying to fix his memory. I think she points at Figaro.
So they said that something had happened to my memory. And he tried to fix it, but I...
Is there a way out?
Was it? Hey, Gaunt. We met about, I don't know, what was it, like 4 weeks ago, guys?
About a year ago, actually.
Oh, actually, wait a minute. A year ago. It's been a while. We haven't, like, hung out the whole time. But we did some, like, dungeon stuff together. I can do some magic stuff. Do you want me to look and see if you've got an effect on you or something?
I need all of you to back up right now.
Gaunt?
There's too many.
Looking around, you can see that they just ran down a stairwell.
Claustrophobic.
On the north, just past the human with the blue-black hair. You can see there's another stairwell leading up. There is also a door just beyond them, and even more alarming, the entire eastern portion of this floor of a boat is missing. And instead of looking out over water, that destroyed section of ship looks out over the cosmos, including parts of a giant fleshy being that looks like someone turned a human body inside out. Some of which the ship is wrapped around.
Imogen is going to back up because she's aware that she is one of the scariest people looking here. And while Gaunt can handle himself, she's just like, I also don't magic.
Lir'wen's gonna dismiss her arms too in her JoJo stand that's also active. Make less intimidating.
Just gonna lean in front of Gaunt's vision. You don't remember me? And just put her hand out. Tana Starbell, nice to meet you.
I'll reach down and take her hand. And just look back over the cosmos and just seem really, really distracted by that. And like, am I dead?
No, do you remember your name?
No.
Well, that sucks.
Huh. Well, you told us it was gone a year ago. But if you want to change it, I guess that's up to you now.
It's an opportunity, I suppose.
Can I make like a history or arcana check for like this in my previous travels?
Do it. Make me an arcana check. Anybody who wants to, who wasn't here to see it, can make me an arcana check.
I think Rosie's pulling her goggles down and like like got different colored vision lenses going by to try and look at this.
As you are doing this and investigating, you're going to hear the sound of heavy boot falls directly overhead, making their way toward the stairwell. They're not going to quite make it down the stairs right now, but they will momentarily. What did you get on your rolls? Starting with Lir'wen.
13.
13. Something went weird. He tried casting the effect. He's a warlock, right? Maybe his patron didn't want him to, or maybe he just screwed it up. It's not unheard of. Rosie.
28.
28. Well, unfortunately, it appears that the calibration of the magical energies in which Gaunt tried to use to unwork the weave around Figaro, he bounced it, basically. Whatever was there, he zigged when he should have zagged, and it's a very common thing, especially among amateurs. But
does it look like a properly cast one could maybe fix issue?
You think that one of two things could happen. Either you would have to use a Dispel Magic effect on Gaunt to undo... Basically, he accidentally took the weave and wrapped it around himself. Like, he reached for...
grabbed what was, like, around there, duplicated it, and wrapped it around.
Basically, yes. So, one of two things could happen. Either a Dispel Magic on Gaunt would fix Gaunt, or perhaps a powerful Dispel Magic on Figaro could take the entire thing down, like a set of dominoes, since it appears to be a twinned effect.
She's gonna like pull out a notebook and start like writing like a little diagram and kind of start muttering this and like going and explaining a little bit very quickly. So the options for trying are try on you and see what happens. Might just take it off you, or try on you. And it might take off both of you.
I don't want you taking anything off of me. That one didn't work.
No, memory
Maybe something...
problems. Spell. Bad spell that's giving memory problems. Not stuff.
Oh, I
mean, if you try and take something off me, I'll take something off you. But
if
we haven't tried that yet, so we're friends.
Friends? If Imogen thinks that it would be okay, I trust you. He looks over at her.
She's with me. It's okay.
Are you sure? What if she's one of those... Oh. A voice calls down from upstairs. I say, what's with all the hubbubaloo? And Horatio the GIF. Sorry, I had to make... We have a lot of GIF and GIF in the same scene. So the GIF, the Hippo Man, wanders down the stairwell, and opposite, you see Osric lean his geriatric head around the corner. Is there a problem down here? Gaunt, you look like you've seen a ghost. I guess that's probably all normal for you.
I'm gonna look at Tana, who's the closest one to me. Seeing friendly, it's just like, is my name really Gaunt?
I mean, that's what you told me.
What kind of a name is that?
You're gone. I'm Lir'wen.
Oh shit! Did I not reintroduce my Rosie?
Imogen.
Look, I don't know if I want the short feisty one doing anything to me just yet. This is okay. I need some.
So big and red. Do you want it done to you?
If something has to, perhaps. Oh, I see. Okay. Horatio will say, you appear
magic.
to have. All right, I need you to make me a. What level are you casting at?
I'm an artificer, my dude. I've only got 3rd level spells.
Okay, can you please make me...
We don't get many levels.
So you're going to have to make a check against this.
Okay.
It's going to be an intelligence check, and I am going to spend a... I'm starting the game with 13 Hurt the Mores, so I'm going to spend one of them to give you disadvantage.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
All right.
We're gonna die, guys.
Okay, so on an int check, I just add my int mod, right?
That is correct. You do have determination.
Sweet. Well, I lost the nat 20.
Okay.
but I did get a 14, which I add 5 to for 19.
Okay, your DC was 15.
Yeah.
All right. How do you do this? Like, what does it look like?
I've actually only just gotten these recently, so I hadn't come up with a plan yet for these ones. I'm just looking at what I have for stuff. What did I have planned out? Okay. I feel like I probably wouldn't be using my gun to do this time. My arcane firearm.
That
would probably make people very unnerved.
Don't worry, you won't remember this at all.
So I feel like she'd probably hold up something shiny to distract him, and then give him a real quick shot of a potion, essentially.
All right, so moving
like
up.
Like a poof of glittering dust, and then poke.
All right, so moving up next to him, you'll look at the shiny thing, you'll poke him, and there will be a flash of magic. And as there is, Gaunt, I need you to do me a favor and make me an intelligence saving throw.
I'm going to use my determination on that and get 15.
15? Beautiful. You feel a tightness wrap around you. Your mind has been cocooned like a fly in a spider's web. And then there's a pluck, like a breaking harp string. And your mind begins to flood with images. You feel a wound open up in your chest. Time stops. Everything around you goes gray, and you feel cold, hard steel splitting your ribs, piercing your heart. You feel darkness sink into your bone marrow. You've been stabbed to death. This sword impales you, pressing you, pinning you like a butterfly on an entomologist's wall into the brick behind you. And as it drains the very life from you, you hear a voice echo through your mind. Doth thou wish to live again?
Yes.
Swear thyself to my cause.
I will not rest until I kill him.
Thou shalt not rest. Arise again, my servant, an undead, to hunt the king of the undead.
Everything is darkness, and you can taste grave dirt on your tongue. And then suddenly, you are back in the ship. You're Gaunt. You're a little confused, a little frustrated, but you're you. You have your memory. And as Rosie does that, so does Figaro. Figaro's eyes widen, his pupils dilate, His eyebrows crease, and never before have you seen this tiefling look quite so devilish as in this moment of rage. With a shaking voice, completely unlike the shake it had a few moments before, he gestures a long nailed finger at the voice on the stairwell. You did this to me! Horatio! I'll kill you! And he's going to try to lunge.
I was gonna say Lir'wen right beside Horatio. Bonus action arms. Try to grab Horatio.
All right. You go ahead and make me an attack roll, please. So this will be a contested athletics roll. Actually, you know what? This is going to be... Is this just a grapple check?
Yep.
Okay. So I believe... give me a contested roll. I got a nat 20.
Okay, hold on. I have to look because I think I get advantage because of my arms.
Okay. Yep, you probably do. There's a chance you could still beat me.
I don't think I have to listen to anyone. And he just got his memories back. So I kind of actually trust him more than you right now.
Could we perhaps seek some clarity before we turn to violence?
I just wanted to make sure he didn't run away.
Where would he go?
I don't know. Just wanted to make sure.
Fine then.
The voice shifts.
You want to rumble? Let's rumble.
Oh, I don't like that voice.
And suddenly, the hippo creature shifts and descends into a gray-skinned, toad-like aberration, morphing into a death slod. Can I get an initiative roll off of everybody?
Uh-oh.
Oh shit! Oh, mama.
Now what happened to Horatio? Oh man.
Goodbye,
Okay.
Horatio.
Okay, oh, Lyson only got a 3. All right, Figaro got a 5.
Whoa.
Okay. And Osric got a 14. Okay, and then my dex is... Okay. All right, so let's check our initiative scores right here. Holy crap. Okay, so
I rolled a
Tana
20.
Tana has a
Blown
25.
away.
Then we've got Rosie. Then we've got, that is going to be, checking out a list. We have Lir'wen. Then we have Gaunt tied with Horatio. Then we have Imogen.
Me
Osric.
basically last with almost last with a 16 is wild.
It's so wild, right? Then we have Lyson, and then we have Figaro. All right, top of the initiative, there is an explosion as this creature transmogrifies into this form. And I am going to actually spend a Hurt Them More to get a preempt, and I am going to cast a spell. The creature holds up a finger and points it directly between Tana and Lyson. A small mote of light fires from its finger. Does anybody have counterspell? 3, 2. So, do you want a reaction counterspell?
I would love to reaction counterspell.
Okay, you kill the fireball as it erupts. And Tana, it's your turn.
Tana does not have a lot of combat ability, but she sure is pissed off and she's got one thing. So I think Tana's going to use her Mystic Arcanum to cast Eye Bite.
Oh, no.
Which is an action. For the spell's duration, your eyes become inky void imbued with dread power, and one creature your choice within 60 feet of you must make a wisdom saving throw or be affected by one of the following effects. So I guess make me a wisdom saving throw at DC 17.
Okay, DC 17. Oh, thank God for advantage. That is
Nah,
going...
dang.
is going to be only an 18, actually.
That was close. That was close.
It was very close.
I think that there is actually then no effect on this one. She's going for thickened.
Okay.
So essentially her eyes will turn inky black with little bits of stars in them, and she's going to hiss out, "What have you done with my godson?"
Wouldn't you like to know?
Anything else you want to do, Tana?
She's going to walk up right to him.
All right, sounds good. Yep, you can totally push it in there. This huge frog monstrosity chuckles at you. Rosie, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm just trying to familiarize myself with what I can.
I know, it's been about 10 weeks since we played, so.
Okay, so I think I'm going to use my arcane firearm. I can add a d8 to the spell's damage roll when I use my arcane firearm and cast an artificer spell. So that feels pretty good. So I think I generally use Firebolt.
Okay, you can absolutely use Firebolt on me.
Just have to remind myself of the details, because I don't use the app for this character because there's too much stuff.
That's true.
11th level goes up to 3d10. Awesome.
Perfect.
Okay, so let's see if I can actually hit. And where's my bonus table? There it is. So spell attack. That is 19 to hit.
19, is that going to hit? Let's find out. 19's gonna hit. Roll me damage.
Sweet. $22 points of damage.
22 points of damage. Flames are going to lick at its gray skin, and it is not going to do nearly as much damage as you hoped, but it's still going to singe the froggy exterior.
How dare you?
She's just gonna send rude hand gestures back.
He doesn't have enough fingers, so it kind of just looks like he's going like this. You know, holding up one finger.
No, you need this many fingers. So, I mean, if you're challenged that way, I can help you out here.
So, you'd have to move to get into range there to be able to see. Perfect. All right, anything else on your turn? Remember that you can control Boom Boom as a bonus action.
Right, Boom Boom.
However, due to the clustering, Boom Boom's small enough that he could get on the stairs and flamethrow diagonally.
Okay. How flammable does a ship seem around us?
I mean,
don't
it's
often use them in a wooden structure.
I think that you guys could probably stop the fire from spreading.
All right, well, if it seems at all reasonable, Rosie will do it.
Yep, you can do it with... I'll say that he can get in close enough without hitting the others.
Okay.
So, is that a dex save?
That is a dex save.
Now, is this a magical effect, or is it just an attack? I think it's just an attack.
It's a ranged spell attack, I think. Oh no, that's something else. Never mind, I'm looking at the wrong one. Sorry, there's too much stuff on this page.
No, it's okay. We're starting at level 12 in a brand new game to do this, so it takes a little while to get used to it since we've been away.
It's a magical cannon.
I think we've had this discussion and we determined it was actually magical because it's a magical cannon.
The cannon is a magical object.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is going to be unfortunately a nat 20.
Boop.
So Boom Boom's going to go onto the steps and is going to start to breathe fire, and as it starts to shoot, so this slod is going to stick his middle finger right into Boom Boom's barrel. And Boom Boom's going to... And it's like the barrel's going to puff up like a set of cheeks for a minute as it kind of lets out a little meep sound and tries to scurry backwards.
Was that finger good enough?
Lir'wen.
I mean, not really. You're still deficient.
So Lir'wen is going to make some attacks. I'm gonna do the first. We're gonna do them one at a time because stunning strike. Okay, first hit is a 25 to hit.
25 to hit is a hit. Am I rolling a save?
Please make me a con save. Yep.
Nat 20.
Oh, okay. Gonna take
Wait,
14 points.
Is that it is a
Yes.
save?
I can silvery barbs that, can't I?
You could have silvery barbs anything so far, yeah. You totally could do that.
Where the hell is my silvery barbs thing?
Silvery barbs, first level spell. It makes me re-roll. So here we go.
Sorry, I was trying to find which window I had it on. So yes,
Okay.
I would like to use that.
Okay, is this a con save? It is, right?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
I think I still pass, but not a nat 20, an unnatural 20.
Ah, damn, yeah.
Who gets the
All right.
advantage, Rosie?
Who's next?
Next in the initiative is Gaunt and Horatio.
I mean, I still have.
Oh, that's true. You could give it to
Well, if you
Lir'wen as well.
attack, then Lir'wen should use it.
Lir'wen still
Alright.
has
Next
3
attack.
attacks
Give it to the next
at
attack.
least.
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay. So for the first attack, I have 14 force damage.
Okay, that's gonna get through his resistances. Good job.
Force, baby.
Force is gross. All right.
All right. With advantage, that's gonna be a 24 to hit.
Okay.
Make me a con save, please.
Spending a hurt them more for advantage. Fuck. Okay. Well, that's an 8.
Nope.
I will spend a hurt them more to reroll at the end of your turn. But for now, I guess gimme.
Okay, cool. So that's gonna be 9 points of force damage for that, and then I'm gonna use
Okay.
bonus action, flurry of blows to do 2 more attacks.
Yep, and you'll have advantage on both of those.
Yep.
Okay, I'm spending 2 hurt them mores to reroll for the end of your turn. Okay. And what's my DC to clear?
19.
Okay, so I rolled a double 19. So I will clear at the end of your turn from Stunning Strike. But,
Damn it. Okay.
well, I just blew through 5 hurt them mores to do it.
I know, but it never sticks. Like, my stunning strikes never stick. It's not worth the K points at this point. So that's gonna be a 22 and then a 27 to hit.
Those are both absolute hits.
Okay. I'm gonna use one of those to add an extra D8 with my enlarged arms on that. Okay, so 3d8.
Actually, tell you what. I'll make you a compromise. I'll make it so that I have to spend a hurt them more for any phase of an action while I'm stunned. So the stunned condition will still apply, but if I want to do something like take an attack or something like that, I have to spend a hurt them more to even do it.
Okay.
So he'll act through it,
I
but
I will allow that because other
You'll
than that,
allow
it's just like I have to spend a key point every time to stunning strike that I even attempt a stunning strike.
No.
so-
I get
and
where
then
you're
having
coming
it
from,
last.
but I also have
'Cause
like
Monk
10 hurt them
mentioned-
mores I gotta spend. So
I know, which is good to burn through, but it's just like it's always used on that. It's just like
it is a death sentence. It is a death sentence, but yeah, fair. All right.
which apparently my dice are agreeing with my anger.
Oh god, what would you do?
2 of them I rolled max damage on that.
Okay, gimme.
24 plus another 12 is 38 points of force damage.
Holy on 2 hits?
Because I added once per turn, I get to add for empowered arms. I get, because I spent a key point to also do my visage. That I get once per turn. I get to deal extra damage to the target equal to my martial arts die.
That is grotesque. All right, you're going to hammer him repeatedly. He's going to stumble backwards, still grappled by one of your arms. And anything else on your turn?
That is it. I'm still like grappling him, so Lir'wen's not going to move away. But yeah, that is her turn.
All right, so Lir'wen, as you're grappling him, it's going to go to his turn. Gaunt, you're going it simultaneously. He is going to get knocked backwards into the wall next to Tana and is going to start... and is going to full-bore vomit a 5-foot-long greatsword into his hands.
Goodness.
It's covered with necrotic venom. He hefts it.
I've been wanting to get that out of me for a while.
And is going to take a swing at you, Lir'wen. That's a nat 20! These dice are so nice to me. Oh yeah,
I missed 3.
I don't. I thought it was great. Lir'wen, you are going to get cranked with this. And that is going to deal you 17 points of slashing damage. Plus 14 points of necrotic damage.
So 31?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
16. Yep, 31. All right, slams the sword directly into your shoulder and tries to cut off one of your astral arms, but it doesn't quite parse. He's then going to spend another Hurt the More to attempt to attack Tana, but I'm going to say, Gaunt, what are you doing with your turn before that?
Okay, can I get up to him? I think with the stairs, it doesn't look so, which is fine if I can't. I can still see him, right?
You can still see him. Yep, so you would have to, like, kick Boom Boom out of the way to do it.
I'm not going to kick Boom Boom.
I'll let you use an object interact to pick Boom Boom up and throw him. Toss him?
I'll pick him up and put him on my shoulder. If that works.
That works.
Okay, perfect. Then I'm going to... I'm going to curse him.
Okay.
A Hexblade Curse, and
what's my
then
save?
Get none.
Oh, that's right.
You're cursed, buddy.
I'm cursed.
Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. And, alright, swinging him with the Greatsword. Ooh,
you have advantage?
Yes. Does 20 hit?
20 hits?
Yay! Alright, so that'll be 6, 7, 8, 9.
Are you rolling with advantage, Chris? Because he's stunned, even though Kelly's using the Hurt the More things. I forgot about that.
You said I have advantage, so.
Cool. I was trying to do my hit points, trying to do math.
Gotcha. No worries. Sorry, math. 9, 16, 21 for the first hit.
Okay. What type of damage is this? Just magical or?
This right now is just magical slashing.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled a 3 and a 5 on my next attack. So that'll be a 16.
A 16 is not going to do it.
All right. And that's it.
Okay. Swiping twice at him, you are going to find flesh of your cursed target, burying your blade in the side of his hip. He is going to spend a Hurt the More, and he's going to press his face next to Tana's.
I found the poor blighter in the wastes, dead as a doornail. It's too bad. I would have pumped him full of spawn if I had the chance. Instead, I just ate his gizzard. Ta-ta.
And I'm going to spend my Hurt the More, and I'm going to try to cast a spell. Is anyone going to try to counterspell it?
I have already reaction to this turn.
What is this counter spell you speak of?
Oh, wait, hold on. Does Osric have counterspell? Let me just check something real quick. No, he's got Dispel Magic. Damn it. Osric, you gotta learn, man. Okay, one sec. I just gotta see if he can pull this off.
Yeah, because you're just grappled, not restrained. Yes?
I'm grappled, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, he is going to let out a horrible belch, and a cloud of noxious gas is going to pour from his mouth, filling this corridor. Can I get everybody around to please do me a favor and make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Is this for disease or poison?
It is for poison. He is casting Cloud Kill.
I'll pass.
He's casting
I have an
what?
extremely odd question.
Cloud Kill.
Tanner doesn't breathe?
Oh, yeah.
Neither do
So,
I.
And I'm immune to poison and disease.
Well, I wish he knew that before this. So, something that you need to know, I believe, Gaunt, you make your check with advantage if you don't breathe as a reborn. I think that...
I mean, Tana would have to inhale to say anything.
So, Tana, make yours with advantage as well, then.
Sure.
That'll be a dirty 20.
Okay, hold on one sec. Just
I have a
realized.
dirty 18.
All right, so what I'm going to need, I need everybody in this corridor up to 20 feet away. So that's going to be 5, 10, 15. So Osric and Lyson, but Imogen and Figaro are exempt from this. A noxious cloud is going to spread out, filling this area with a toxic venom. Everything inside of this area is going to be heavily obscured, which means that you basically are suffering from blinded. If you have blind fighting, you are immune to this. Everybody inside of that area needs to make me a Constitution saving throw. So that is going to be at a DC of... please make me that con save at a... Well, just tell me what you got. So, Gaunt, what'd you get?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, you're fine. Tana, what'd you get?
18.
You're fine. Lir'wen, you choose not to be. Osric pulled in a nice solid 16. Rosie.
$30.
Holy crap. Okay.
Oh, wow.
I
Okay.
rolled a 19 and I had 11.
Everyone who is not immune to poison, please take 12 points of damage regardless on a successful save. That is after it being halved. It would have been 24.
So 6 if you're resistant to poison.
6 if you're resistant, 0 if you're immune. So this is going to fill your lungs and begin burning away at you. That is going to be his turn. Imogen, you're up.
Blind fighting, you say?
I do, in fact.
Imogen wades right into the cloud.
All right. Now here's the question.
I'm hoping people left space for me that I can go stab a motherfucker.
They really haven't, unfortunately. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's totally a
Can
wall
I
there.
shove people? Like,
I was gonna say, can't you? As long as you you exit the space with your move,
Yeah.
aren't you allowed to make a fight in someone's space? As long as you just don't end there.
I did get a dirty 20 for because I'm assuming I have to make a con save in the cloud.
You do, yes. So yeah, you absolutely, I'll allow it. So long as you have movement, you can step through Imogen, or not through Imogen, through Lir'wen's square and attack.
Do I, if I have a successful save for the cloud kill, do I?
You still take 12 points of damage.
12? Okay.
Yeah.
Math, 4 math. There we go.
So you basically are going to like shoulder your way in and like pull Lir'wen back and make an attack.
Yeah, and because Lir'wen has reach, I do not. So it's just gonna be like.
Lir'wen, do you allow yourself to be moved?
And
Yeah, I'll allow myself to be moved.
Okay, then I'm going to say
Cool.
technically that does not. I'll allow it. I'll allow it for ease of operations because it's been 10 weeks.
Yay, thank you. Yeah, I'm going to attack. Whoops, that went forever away. So 1 second.
Sounds good. So the way this is going to work though, Jen, is so according to the rules of advantage, because there was advantage, disadvantage, advantage, disadvantage on this roll, you wouldn't have advantage on this roll. I think that's dumb because basically the thing that would give you disadvantage was countered by the fact that you have blind fighting, which means that you would be rolling with advantage because he's stunned. That's
Fair.
actually probably the way the rule works since it's canceled out, but just in case.
I appreciate that because of that stupid roll that was a 1 that I don't have to take.
Going blind and you're just like, uh-oh.
Womp womp. Just
Remember when Gaunt
through
said he
some
wasn't dead?
Lear's arms. That is a 26.
That is a hit. Roll me damage.
Cool. I'm also using my fighting style of superior technique to spend a superiority die to use goading attack.
Ooh.
When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can expend 1 superiority die to attempt to goad the target into attacking you. I add the superiority die to the attack's damage roll, and the target must make a wisdom saving throw.
What's my DC?
That's a good question. Oh, here we go. 18? Hold on.
Well, that's a fail.
Yeah.
I rolled a
8 plus
14.
Proficiency is 12. 8 plus proficiency is 12 plus my strength, which is 6. So yeah, 18. So cool.
Okay,
You
yeah,
failed.
that's a big fail. That's a big fail.
Until the end of my next turn, which includes his turn, the target has disadvantage on all attack rolls against targets other than me.
Okay, sounds good.
And that is plus that's 19 radiant.
Okay.
And then I have 2 more attacks.
And an action surge.
If I want. That's an 18.
You have your determination.
Okay, yeah, I'll spend it.
Okay, that's a hit.
Okay, cool. And then I'm just gonna do my last extra attack because I needed to do the superiority one separately for my brain. That is a what's math? 27?
Yeah, that'll hit.
Cool. All right. That's a stupid roll.
So I want to point this out.
Yeah.
What's going to happen to everybody is he belches out this horrible noxious cloud. Through part of the cloud in the corner, you're going to hear and see a lightsaber extend through the cloud like Darth fucking Vader. Imogen walks up, grabs Lir'wen, throws her back 5 feet, slashes through this guy, and then he botches his con save to hold on to the spell. The cloud dissipates, and suddenly there's just a frog in front of you that's getting lightsabered while he's stunned. Great.
Quick question for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I totally forgot that both of those would actually be with advantage. So let me just see if I rolled better.
Okay.
Is this cloud kill?
It is cloud kill.
So it's only when you start your turn in it that you take damage.
Oh, I always mess that. Here, okay, fine. Fine, I'm going to spend a
I was
hurt some
looking
more to
see
cover
if,
that up.
Rosie would know about it to figure out a way to disperse.
Fine, there you
But
go.
then
I spent
that part happened. I read that one. Wait a minute.
I spent a hurt them more to cover up my blunder. Don't.
Excellent.
This is why we have
I
these
did
things.
not. That's 16 plus 5 is that's 21 radiant. That's both of those attacks. I did not crit on either of them.
Okay.
And then if he's not dead, I'm gonna action surge.
God damn it. You and Lir'wen together
Go, Imogen. Go, go.
are just the
Imogen.
worst combination for single bosses. And I cannot tell you how many single bosses this game has.
Huzzah. Okay.
And we're the short rest repeat crew.
Oh my god. The short
Rinse
charge.
First attack is over 20 and
Okay.
is not a crit. Second attack is a 27 and not a crit.
Okay.
And third attack is also not a crit, but
Okay.
it is a 25.
Okay. Give me damage.
Oh, that's easy math. 34 radiant. I didn't roll very well.
Oh, he's still on his feet. As
But I did poke a bunch of holes in him.
oh my god, did you? I don't want to tell you how many hit points he has left, but as you rush up, you're going to see a blur as 6 slashes begin to eviscerate this poor creature.
Aw.
This poor creature is going
I
to
mean, he
like
talked about wanting to like impregnate Horatio with his eggs, so not poor.
all right. So, that's gonna be
And basically she goes like, with that first attack where I goad him, I'm just like, hey asshole, pick on someone your own size.
How dare you?
and
2 extra of Lir'wen's arms are just gonna like be pulling your hair back as you're swinging your sword, your lightsaber at him violently.
all right. Lir'wen, behind you, you're going to hear the sound of the swish of cloth, and then
He took a bite out of you, didn't he? Here you go.
and
Tamora, guide your wounds back inside, please. Blood should be on the inside, you know, Lir'wen.
Lir'wen, you're going to heal 36 points of damage. Oh, pardon me, 26 points of
Jesus.
damage. 26. I rolled not quite as good.
Azurk says that, and then there's just this like image of Imogen covered in blood. That's not hers. It's just-
Thankfully, this is why you have the
Sandwich
light.
between Imogen and Azurk. I'm getting flashbacks.
Dwah!
All right. Lyson is going to look at this and go, and they call me. Wait, hold on. I gotta remember the voice. It's not. And they call me a big frog. Look at this fucking guy. Hey, fuck you. And she's gonna just kind of step in front of Figaro to protect him. Top of the initiative, it is Tana's turn.
Let me at him.
I
Let me
guess
at
I'll
him.
just do a little Eldritch Blast as a treat.
Okay.
Rosie's commenting.
First
Get
one
him!
is
Fuck
13.
him up!
So you are going to
Second
be.
one is a
So you're point blank.
Oh.
So you are going to be rolling flat. However, he is stunned. So if you wanted to, you could actually move aside next to Lir'wen and then have advantage.
I think she'd rather be personal.
Okay, sounds good. So go ahead and roll flat on all 3 blasts.
Cool. So I've got a 26 and a 25 and a 17.
Okay, the 17 is not going to hit unless you spend your determination. which if you want to spend that for drama, you can.
Yeah.
Okay. All 3 are going to hit, considering he has 3 hit points left. I want you to tell me...
I really did edge him again.
You really did edge him. How do you do it?
I mean, she's just going to sort of reach up and tear a hole in space and rip some of that gap between the stars out and just throw it at his face and just say, inseminate this.
I wish we had the like inspiration roll that Cal has for Avernus, because I would be giving you my inspiration for that line.
Give a point. Take a point of inspiration for that.
Yeah, 100%.
No, I'll take it.
All right. As the space between stars reaches out, it evaporates. His face. He screams into the void, and you can hear his death cry warping as the darkness of space peels it away like it were tangible. He falls to the ground, dead. Or perhaps worse.
Lir'wen drops the body with her spectral arms and just like tries to like shake off the yuck from it.
Rosie would like to approach and start kind of having a look at it with gloves and like tools and not actually touching it, because the talk of insemination was kind of gross.
Make me an Arcana check.
A little sketch. Sorry?
Make me an Arcana check.
Arcana. Excellent. I like Arcana. Arcana's great. If I have the right thing up, though. Arcana is +9. So that is 25.
Taking a look at this, you quickly check the coloration, the size, the shape. This is a much smaller slod than other slod you've seen in the past. Most, like red and blue slods, are large. This is only a medium size. It's a death slod. An aberration that evolves from those lesser forms. They're powerful casters. However, they lack the ability to reproduce the way the others do. In fact, they're sterile, unless they use magic to do something like a cloning or something like that, which they don't probably have as a standard, but they're pretty smart.
I'm gonna let Eyebite drop so she has regular eyes again. I need to go write an incredibly sad letter. I'll be right back. She's gonna go do that because she can message them with her book. So she'll let them know what happened to Horatio, or at least as far as she's aware, and send them her best wishes.
Is he dead? You hear Figaro's voice around the corner. Is it dead?
Quite dead.
It was all his fault. That thing, it's what was leading the aberrations to this vessel. The things that were attacking us in the night, picking us off. I knew it. And he peeled my mind like an onion.
Now, for all of his talk of insemination, he was definitely infertile.
I guess.
As Rosie kind of mutters away. She's writing notes on it.
And
this is an interesting opportunity to have a good look at a death slot. Is there anywhere that you wouldn't care about getting bloodier?
The side room there should be fine. He boinks at the...
She will start dragging this thing into the side room and start dissecting it to look at it.
All right, sounds good. He points at the southernmost door. And you can easily head inside there. Osric is going to pat Lir'wen on the shoulder.
Are you okay? You need any more top up, or are you good? Tamora's light heals all wounds.
I mean, if we're just if Rosie's peeling away death slot. I'm sure that'll take a bit of time. I can patch up myself. Just like a scratch left.
Fair. You know, I should have known something was wrong with him, the way he played cards upstairs.
You always choose the worst people to drink with.
Yeah, really.
How's that still a habit?
There was the time with the vampire. Like, how did you not notice?
I noticed I just needed money, and he was betting the house. Or the crypt, I should say. How do you think I bought this coat?
I'm gonna follow Tana and just keep a respectful distance.
Okay.
She's just writing in her book.
As you step upstairs, Boom Boom is going to keep riding on your shoulder and making cooing noises in your ear and like whirring. Click, 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 click.
Bam bam.
I'll gently put Boom Boom down.
As you do, kind of let out a sad little whistle.
Oh, okay. If it wants to,
And he'll start trudging away with his barrel between his legs.
No, I'll pick it. I'll pick him back up
He perks up, wiggles his gun butt.
and put him back on my shoulder.
I don't even know how to describe that, but you guys all got what I was putting down.
He's like a cross of like R2D2 BB-8 and like a duckling.
And the one from Fallen Order, whose name I forget right now.
BB-88.
All right.
No, that was the other one, wasn't it? Or was that sorry? Which I've forgotten what the movies are called.
It's BB-8. All right.
Okay, so I did say it right the first time.
So Tana, you continue writing in your book. What are you saying?
Nothing much, really. I think going to talk about this unfortunate encounter. She'll describe what happened and what it said. She'll make sure it's clear that she doesn't know for sure that that's the truth, but that she thought that they should be aware, you know? Hopefully not, and she'll see if she can find some more information or see if she can find him somewhere, but she's really sorry to have to pass this along, but she didn't want to keep it to herself. And she hopes that they're doing as well as they can be, and that she's happy to pop over at any time if there's any way she can help.
And that's two-way communication, right?
Mm-hmm.
After a bit of a pause, enough of a pregnant pause that you realize that there's someone behind you, words will appear in your book that you'll recognize as those belonging to Sir Francis Ponsby.
Yes, I suppose a cup of tea would be lovely, Miss Starbell.
When I'm done shepherding the latest heroes, I'll bring some.
We look forward to it, old friend.
Can I help you?
Just keeping company.
You're very kind. How are you feeling?
That was an experience, but new resolve to get this done.
Well, that's what I like to hear. You're gonna keep the name? She's gonna put a hand on your shoulder.
Yeah. Yes, I am.
Stop. Now it suits you, hey?
I suppose it does. You know, I'm not one for false hope, but you can't trust anything those things say. And I hope it was living up to its nature and lying.
I hope so too, although I do have to ask myself how it would know what he looks like and sounds like. No good answers for that, so.
No.
But hey, there's always tomorrow, right?
Death doesn't always have to be the end either.
I suppose. Actually, can we both speak to that then? Just gonna look you up and down.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm curious how it was for you, but we can talk about that another time.
Let's get this piece and get out of here.
As you say that, we cut back downstairs. Lyson looks around. I should probably go tell my compatriot what they've seen down here. He's probably wondering what all the hobbleboo is while he's been on watch. Figaro, are you going to be okay now that your brains are unscrambled? I should be fine. All right. And you, the Gith says, taking a step toward Imogen, kind of pushing her chest plate up kind of against yours to pass in front of you. I see the way you look at him. He is a very fragile boy. He is a good boy. You be good to him. Or else. Capiche?
What?
What? And with that, she'll push past you with a githish wink, if that is such a thing. And
Imogen's so confused.
as she passes upstairs, Figaro manages to hold his composure for a moment before he slides down to his knees and butts his head against the wall. Damn. I'm such a fool.
What do you mean?
This is all my fault. I knew the dangers of this stretch of the astral sea, and I didn't warn the captain. It was the most economical route. I thought we'd be fine. We've been through so much worse. We wouldn't be stranded here. The Zenith wouldn't be like this if I hadn't been so arrogant.
Probably true. Not much you can do about it now, though.
You're young and you're learning. You make mistakes. And yes, people die from mistakes. But then you just gotta be better.
I guess it's easier to share my secret with you. I don't have to look you in the face every day. And as he says that, everyone in the party is going to feel that feeling again. As another secret is added to your total. You now have Figaro's secret. Which remember, through the power of secrets, you can cash in to gain advantage for a full minute and a bunch of other features. Meanwhile, Rosie, you are wearing big rubber gloves and are elbow deep in a slot. This thing has weird biology. Honestly, the fact that this thing actually functions is really alarming to you, but in a fun way. How fun? About this fun. As you are poking around inside of its exterior, you are going, well, pardon me, its interior, you are going to see that there are vestiges of several stages of life cycle evolution. That's really weird. So normally when you see something like a frog grow from a tadpole, there's not really much of a vestige of what it was left behind. Occasionally you'll have a frog with a little bit of a vestigial tail. However, you're seeing that this thing has what you're pretty sure are... What's your medicine score?
5. I'm not particularly proficient, but...
Make me a roll. I want to see if you can pick this out.
Not 20.
This thing has the rib cage. You count the number of ribs and the intricacies that you've seen of a gnomish rib cage.
Weird.
However, the bones have been mystically stretched, contorted like taffy, pulled into this grotesque human-sized shape, and then warped again. You actually are seeing magical strain on the bones and ligaments that show that not only was this thing at one point small, then it was large, and then it was squished back to medium with warping magic. And what's your passive perception?
16.
Help! A high-pitched voice echoes through the broken floor behind you. Now, you're in a small stock room as you're dissecting this. There's not much to the place, aside from, you see there's some unused rigging and dusty old sails around here. However, at the back of the room, echoing through some floorboards that you can see just the slightest crack between, you are going to hear a high-pitched feminine voice shouting,
I would like to go investigate that.
Sounds good. As you're looking around, you are going to see that some of the floorboards here are loose.
I would like to pry them up and destroy it.
You have no problem doing that with your tool proficiency. Do you want to just... Okay, yeah, they will pop up immediately, and you are going to be able to look down and see the lowest level of this portion of the ship. Down there, it leads to a bit of a hallway, and looking down, you are going to see that you're looking directly down into the ship's brig. Small cells with thin iron bars line both sides of the center hallway. And through one of the cells, you hear cries of help. Help! Help me! Is anyone there? I can hear you!
She's not going to say anything quite yet, because this dude did look like a friendly, right? Not that long ago. She's going to try and get closer.
Okay. You can crawl down, and it's about a 10-foot drop. You're not going to take damage from it. But crawling down, you are going to see that on one side of this cell, you are going to see that there is a fresh-faced, young, blonde halfling girl. She has big, ruddy cheeks, long, cascading, curling blonde hair that is kind of pulled around in a, I don't know the type of braid, what it's called, but it's where it's braided around the crown. And is wearing long, flowing robes. She is... I love it when they say things like she's a cleric, but then they don't tell you what her god is.
Of course not.
Of course not. Holding the god of the halflings, we'll say. Forgotten Realms halflings, sure. Fill in the blank later. People who know the Forgotten Realms way better than me. So she's dressed in like long flowing blue robes around some red crushed velvet finery around her wrists. Oh, thank God. Thank the gods. You're not one of... You're not... No, you're not. You're just a normal gnome. Can you help me?
I don't know now. I'm just a normal gnome. What's up?
I didn't mean that as offense. I'm terribly sorry. I just meant that you're not a hulking behemoth, a shapeshifter. You're an actual gnome. Excuse me. My name is Sirit. A shapeshifter. There. I heard fighting upstairs. The one who was calling themselves Horatio. They're actually a slot. A death slot.
He's flayed open on the floor upstairs. It's okay. Was he the one keeping you down here? What about the others? Did they not know about you down here?
No, they think that I wandered off or was picked off by some of the aberrations, I think. I figured out his true form, but when I confronted him about the deception, he overpowered me and locked me down here.
Slod?
What?
Why would you confront a slod? You grab everybody and kill them. You don't confront them.
I do my best not to judge someone by their nature and instead judge them by the contents of their character. And I realize from where I am right now in the situation...
You can judge a slod by its nature. They're all like that.
But what if one wasn't?
Well, considering most of them reproduce by impregnating others with their eggs that then burst out of their chest and killing them, I'm gonna judge them real hard.
And that's your prerogative. I was raised to be peaceful. And a bit naive, I suppose.
Fair. I've been studying too much, probably. But...
I tried to confront him after I learned what he did to Figaro. Or what I assumed he did to Figaro.
The mental block thing.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure why...
Hear that, FYI.
Thank the gods. Figaro doesn't need that much going on. He's already seems to be carrying some type of weight. He must blame himself for the crash.
I'm gonna stare at her with detect magic just in case.
Yeah, she is very magical.
Okay. Does it give me what type?
I'm gonna say shapeshifting.
Definitely shapeshifting?
I will say that using detect magic, you'll see that there is an aura of transmutation around her, which generally would be shapeshifting.
All right. So I'm assuming based on what you heard about that you would understand why I'm a little leery of trusting somebody on face value, especially when they have transmutation magic around them.
Yes. Yes, I'm sorry. All right, just...
Rosie's very gently and slowly and discreetly backing away.
No, it's okay. I could... Look, if I could... I can't, even if I wanted to, and I don't want to. Sorry, I'm so sleepy. I haven't really slept well in here. I couldn't hurt you, or else I would have already gotten out of here. I mean, this thing is...
Which is why I don't want to open it just yet. So I'm gonna go get the others, let them know you're down here.
Look, I'll show you, but just don't tell anyone else, please.
Okay. Rosie's got her one hand kind of tucked behind her back with the fingers crossed.
Thank you. It's hard to do good works when people know what you are.
Okay.
They expect so much more of you.
Don't tell me you're a slod too.
Oh. Gods, no.
I mean, it was literally 5 minutes ago.
Fair. No, I'm not a slod. And as she says that, she flicks her tongue out of her mouth, and it is long and serpentine, forked at the end. She shrugs her shoulders, lifting her lifting her sleeves up. They billow and transform into huge feathery wings as her body shifts, molting into a long serpentine shape as she transforms into a coatl.
Oh.
You can
What the
make
fuck do I know about those? Because I know what Christine knows about those.
you can make me an Arcana or Religion roll. Religion will give you more.
Yeah, I'm not very good at religion, but I guess we can try it. Do I need to be proficient in religion before I can try it?
Nah.
Okay, that's 17 then.
17. You know enough about Codals, koalas, that they resemble long feathery serpents with rainbow feathered wings that allow it to fly. They have a wingspan of 15 feet. They're about 12 feet long and weigh about 1,800 pounds, according to the Forgotten Realms wiki. They are lawful good celestials.
Okay.
They are carnivores. But I mean, you know what? So are a lot of people I know in real life. They generally hang around jungle worlds and are very notably good creatures.
Yeah, okay, I get it. Not what I expected, gotta say.
Thank you.
I was gonna kind of expect one of those big gray guys, you know, like not the sloths, but the other type that do the shape-shifting thing. What the hell are they called again?
Doppelgangers?
Yeah, that one.
No, I'm not a doppelganger. I'm a coatl.
I noticed. What, with the feathers and all? Okay then. I'm surprised he overpowered you. Honestly, what with like the snake body and everything.
I'm still pretty young. I'm
okay.
only a few centuries old.
Okay. I'm 3 decades.
To be fair, our learning and development cycles are probably slightly different from each other.
That's fair. Would you be willing to answer any questions at some point? I'm something of a researcher, you understand.
Oh, I'm something of a researcher myself.
Oh, great. We'll get along fantastically. So if you would like to change back before getting out of there and...
Oh, yes, of
I'm assuming
course.
you're not going to kill me, because, like...
Why would I kill you? I need your help getting out of this cage. Also, that would be very rude. You seem very nice. Also...
Yes, but some things are very unnice, and you help them out, and they get out, and then they decide to kill you, because screw you.
Oh, yes, well, then destroy them in retaliation, of course. You must, self-defense is paramount.
For.
You made a joke about my tongue earlier. What did you mean by that? And she's going to whip her feathers around and transform into a halfling again. How young am I?
Well, so in your race, what sort of developmental stage are you at? Like child, tween, adult?
I would say young adult.
Have you had the sex talk yet?
Oh, my. Oh, you mean cunnilingus. Or fellatio.
Well, I probably would have put it more crudely, but yes.
Oh. Were you offering?
Not particularly. I just like to make those sorts of jokes, but if you want to, I mean, we could get to know each other. That's okay.
I'm in a cage right now. This does read like several, what are they? Pulp novels that I've read?
Oh, yeah, the crap romance. Those are great.
Was there
Especially
supposed to be
when
romance?
You're in the middle of nowhere researching something, so much better than just notes.
Well, I suppose.
Oh, here, she's gonna take like the crowbar and just try and wrench the lock off.
All right, make me a disable device check.
What sort of check is that?
You can either make sleight of hand or lock or thieves' tools.
Well, I am in fact proficient with thieves' tools.
You are. It's basically the same roll.
So what do I add to that? Is that Dex?
Dex. It'll be Dex for this.
Okay. I think disable device is Pathfinder, isn't it?
It is. It is, and it's 3.0, and I think maybe 4.0.
Okay.
It's just how my
at least.
It's how my brain works, though. Unfortunately.
So Dex and proficiency, because I am in fact proficient with those sorts of tools, means that would be a dirty 20.
That's so. You're gonna go insert crowbar, remove Dork. Now, back in the hallway, Lir'wen. You're gonna crack the door open, and all of you are going to hear the sound of like a bit of iron wrenching downstairs, and realize that you haven't heard the schluck, schluck, schluck sounds of Rosie juggling organs for a while. This might make Osric and Imogen a bit nervous. But Lir'wen, during this time, it looks like you have wandered into the stateroom where Figaro had... So is Imogen?
For that matter.
Okay, so the two of you have wandered in there. So actually, you wouldn't hear anything.
No, I didn't know where we were getting in the short rest or not, like how far that was in. I said at the end of the short rest, Lir'wen will go into the room at some point.
Perfect. All right. So as you're getting a short rest, we're going to cut back up to you being inside the stateroom. Now, once again, the stateroom is simple but elegant. The window is broken from where Lir'wen's feet crashed into it. The warm light of the wall sconces bathes the mahogany bookshelves and crimson bed sheets. This, now the book says he's purple, but all of his tokens and art show him as red. So I spoke him as red, but, so we're going to say it's more of a maroon, right? It's a wine purple. Figaro leans into the room and says, take as much rest as you need. In the meanwhile, yes. Oh
no, I rested out there. I'm coming in here to look for the seal.
Yeah, you said something about there being... Somebody said something about there being a rune in here.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So... I guess we'll have to find it. They are invisible, and I know one is inside of this room. Let's see. Can any of you see invisible objects?
Oh. Yeah. Gonna turn on see invisibility from Vecna's link.
Okay, you are going to see a rune.
Yep,
that
flip
is...
that up. Just...
Oh my god. That's beautiful.
They give us this and then they're like,
they
where's
give it,
the invisible rune?
I love it. I love it. So looking around the room, you are going to see that there is a rune on the headboard of his bed, just glowing. Do you see anything? He looks the other direction.
Headboard.
Yeah, headboard.
Oh, he looks back at the headboard. I suppose that casting Dispel Magic could probably fix that, if anyone has access to that.
You know, maybe, but also I could and she's gonna sunblade out and like slice through the headboard where the rune is just to see what happens.
Okay, slicing through that. I tell you what, here's the deal. I want you to do me a favor. Make me a, let's say a Constitution saving throw.
Can I give her advantage by also, because at the end of the short rest, she would have activated her JoJo stand again, so would punching it with force, magical force, give her like advantage to try and help with this?
Sure.
That's a 21.
Okay, a 21.
Give me one sec. I just want to check a thing.
Indomitable.
What does this one do? No, well, two things. Oh yeah, because that. No, that's a save. Never mind. That's for checks. Remarkable Athlete is for checks, and then Indomitable is for saves. Okay, it's if I can reroll it if I fail, so that's fine. We'll go with a 21.
Okay, you are going to slash through it, and there is going to be a pulse of magical energy that expands around you. You are going to be able to hold yourself, and Lir'wen, you are going to see Imogen's hair start to pull towards the bedpost or the bed frame, and you're going to be able to grab an anchor using your spectral arms. There's a moment where it seems like Imogen is going to be pulled in to a suddenly opening vortex.
Nope.
And instead, there is a swirl of energy and motion in front of her as a portal opens up. That's not normal.
Hey, what's going on in here? Osric is gonna, oh, there's a portal.
I'm opening portals again. Lir'wen's making sure I don't fall through them.
Again.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, looking across the other side, you are going to see that this, how long it stays open for that long, the portal begins fluctuating wildly and then stabilizes for a moment. On the other side, you are going to see a tall, grasping tree built into the center of the ship's deck. Figaro's going to look up and say, that's the prow.
Oh, nice. We don't have to fly across the space?
I don't think so. It doesn't look like it's terribly stable, though. If you're going to be jumping through, you should grab your friends and go.
Lir'wen will yell. Robin is not going to yell.
Lir'wen is going to yell, "Hey, you guys!"
To portal. Next stop. Next glyph. Portal's closing.
She's going to yell loud enough using, because she can amplify her voice using her astral way as well. Everyone on the entire ship is going to hear, get down here. There's a portal to the next part of the ship.
Huh. Well, I guess good timing. Come on.
Grab her.
Okay.
Grab her by the hand and run.
All right. As you make it to the next, as you are popped back up to the main floor, Tana, what do you and Gaunt do when you hear that?
Let's go.
Tana's gonna shrug and wander towards the portal. Like, huh, interesting.
Warlock shrugs.
Yeah, Imogen will just jump through the portal probably before most people came back. Just like, oh yeah, Lir'wen too. Like, let's go.
All right.
And Kelly, I believe when we first got here, I think I recall you mentioning something about them being about like 500 feet away from each other.
At least,
from where we were. Okay. Are they within sight at all?
They are within sight. Well, let me double check. Let me check the map real quick. They
Asking
are...
the question I was about to ask for probably the same reasons. Hashtag just warlock thing.
Just warlock things.
Hashtag just warlock things. We love it. They are... The stern and prow are within sight of each other, but starboard is around the side.
Perfect.
So, and they are 5, 10, or sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 700 feet from stern to prow.
Okay, cool.
All right. Do you all head through the portal?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. All right, stepping through the portal, you will emerge on the other side. There's a swirl of motion, and then, after about another 5 seconds, the portal closes behind you. You're standing aboard a deck. Its flooring is uneven, with roots woven around the planks. Jutting from the segment's fore is the wreckage of a lifeboat. Atop the smaller wreck is a stout tree with vibrant pink and red blossoms.
So, quick question.
Yes.
I'm guessing none of the other people that were there went with us.
No, but as the portal is closing, unless you want to drag Seer it through.
I wasn't going to, like, but drag her up to be back with the others and not stuck down there potentially.
Mm-hmm.
But she'll kind of like, if she's not going to go through, she'll wave and be like,
Rosie Thistledrop, by the way. Good to meet you. Bye.
Good. Seer it! Be careful!
I found a friend, guys.
I think I have a date later, Figaro. You'll hear as the portal closes.
Ooh. Oh,
And she said she'd lick my... stamp. All right. As that closes, you're going to find yourself on the prow of the ship. What do you do?
Found a fast track, apparently. Just stab things.
Yeah, just punch, stab portals.
Yep.
Do we see the sigil with see invisibility now that we know that it's invisible?
Let me just check again.
Why is there a tree here?
Yeah, that's also concerning.
Oh, it's actually quite common.
Explain?
Serves a variety of purposes? I'm not really sure how to explain. You know when there's something that's really obvious and normal? Don't really think about it. Sometimes they can be weaponized. Often they're alive, talkative.
Yeah, none of that is normal.
Kind of part of the whole ship package. She shrugs.
Okay.
And as you were saying that, the tree is going to start to, its leaves are going to start to shimmy in the wind that doesn't exist, the astral wind, I suppose. And then you're going to hear, hey, the tree rumbles. Hey, yous guys.
Oh.
A face, broad and long-nosed, is going to emerge from the trunk and look at you. So, you guys ain't dead or nothing, right? That's good.
Are you?
I'm just gonna make eye contact with Gaunt and look back at the tree.
Despite my best efforts.
Look, I know that yous are probably, like, hunting around here, looking for something, but, you should probably, I guess you can't go back through the portal you just came through. Nice trick, by the way. The last guy who tried to teleport, it was a mage named Ilvamer. He, accidentally teleported himself into one of those thresher mouths over there. Teleportation magic goes kind of weird around here, you know?
The what?
That explains that.
Yeah. But, look.
Fresher mouths?
Yeah, them big fishy types. With the gafangi thingies. The gafangi
Oh, the
fishes.
things we fought in the air, got it.
Oh, is that what those are called?
I don't know. I ain't learning, you know. I'm just like, I help and, you know, I kind of watch out for ships, you know. I ain't doing too good, to be honest. You see this life raft here is the best I could do. But, you know, I'm kind of down on my luck. Anyways, look, there are hungry parasites down below, okay? So, yous be careful. Don't go down there. I strongly discourage it.
Imogen,
Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah.
Which of hungry
We heard
parasites?
down there.
Look, you shouldn't go down there. There's monsters down there. Look, hey, folks, my name's Red Bud. I'm happy to be your bud and help you out here.
Aw.
but just don't go
Don't
down
worry.
there.
The monsters down there are nothing compared to the monsters up here.
So
He's talking about
dramatic.
himself
I'm
and
Tana.
Imogen.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Everybody who wants to can make me an insight roll.
Please.
We
Sure.
get advantage on those. For
Oh, you do?
Vecna's link.
I was
Yep.
just gonna say.
You
I'll
and
roll
your
advantage
cool
on that.
powers. Tana rolled a 2.
And I get it for being in my astral self too, but so you know, triple advantage,
four.
right?
Woo.
Dirty 20.
21.
Perfect.
Advantage is
Yeah.
24.
Wow.
Nat 20 for Osric.
I rolled double 19, so that's a dirty 20.
Oh my god. Everybody
Ward from
here.
the monk.
Dirty 20
Nice.
pals.
Oh, wait, no, sorry, 23, because I've
Sorry,
forgot math.
Tana.
What did Tana get?
I mean, hey, that's all right. She's not good at this.
What'd you get?
4.
Oh, okay.
Oh, a 4.
So everybody but Tana is going to immediately look at this and see that Redbud is trying to discourage you from proceeding deeper into the ship, but is kind of making excuses. He has an ulterior motive.
So, why do you really not want us to go further in?
Fine. You caught me, okay? I'm not much of a fibber. Look, the truth is, there are all sorts of parasites and weird gobbledygooks down below. But so's my friend.
Okay.
I've got a friend
What's your
trapped
friend?
below, and I've got my roots blocking the room. If you go down there, you could disturb it, you could cut away my roots, and those things could get inside and get him. So if you go down
kill the
there...
Things. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it's dusty here. Without, yeah, stardust and crap. Ugh,
Yeah.
allergies. Without damaging roots.
You know Fadia too?
Who?
Oh, just... Sorry, you said Stardust. I know a
Oh, I
broad.
don't think I'm allergic to a person. More like, I don't know.
You'd be
I
surprised.
don't know, what
She's
would you
she's
call
a
it?
lot to
Dust around
handle.
here?
But I can let you through, I guess. But you gotta promise to take them all out.
So what's your friend look like so we don't accidentally
Can
go for
do.
that? Yeah,
He's a-
Imogen's good for that.
He's about yay tall. Got real beautiful brown eyes. Blondish
So they
hair.
probably don't have eyes.
Yeah, these things don't have eyes.
Okay, so just don't kill a thing with eyes.
You'll know my friend. He's got the nicest smile you've ever seen. His name's Ikasa.
Okay.
You know, like Ikasa
Can you
is
hear us
Sukasa.
from here?
He's got good ears. He probably does.
Want to yell and tell him not to hurt us, just in case?
The tree will rumble, and you'll hear,
Hey, Ikasa! Incoming!
And that's
Good
your
luck.
cue, Imogen.
Imogen and Gaunt, they're just being like,
Yep, just wee.
all right, and with that, let's roll initiative as you leap into the fray.
I'll follow along too.
Well, I don't get a turn.
Me
9,
neither.
5, 3, 11, 8,
Aha! I beat one thing.
14.
Nat
I get
20.
okay, and now to roll for Osric.
me too.
Nice.
You still beat me though with your decks.
Yeah, my
All
deck's
right.
she good.
Wait, did 3 of us get 22?
3 of us got 22.
I don't
Yeah.
know about you.
That's amazing.
There's 3 22s, a 25, and a 4.
And whatever Osric got. Aussie.
Osric got a 15.
I vote that we save our spells when it comes to 22s and just let Imogen hit first.
Sounds good.
Wait, y'all have
Lir'wen
spell
first with the
slots?
stuns, and then Imogen comes in behind.
We had a short rest, Tana. You get your short spell slots back.
I don't. I'm an artificer. I
And
use
remember,
cantrip.
Tana, you have 3 spells now.
I know it's very luxurious.
Right?
Ooh, fancy.
All right. Dropping down below, you are going to see that a lifeboat has wrecked into the side of the prow. A cot is shoved against one wall here opposite the desk, and sitting in the room center is a reddish-brown dog with a leather collar studded with glowing crystals. And as the tendrils raise and you all drop down, you find yourselves right next to this room in the center where thick, pale roots form 2 dense walls on either side of the room, and 6 bulbous, brain-shaped creatures with snapping beaks and barbed tentacles bob through the air. And let's go ahead and look at this. So we've got a 25 from Lir'wen. Then
So
we've
where
got...
did we jump down? I'm wondering if there's any way we could change how we're, like, if where depending on how we drop down, if there's any way to
They don't
move around a
really...
little bit.
They don't really make it easy for me on this.
No, they don't. I'm sure they don't. I'm just wondering if there's
I'm
like
gonna
which way we came in from.
I'm gonna say that you kind of like went down the side. So you all landed right about here. That was probably the easiest way to climb down the roots or shimmy down them. Cause like they don't...
Oh, is it? What about so on the top of the map? There's like a black hole.
Can I scoot over there then for not going in front?
Sure. All right. So who jumped down first?
I think Imogen, Gaunt, and
Imogen.
Lir'wen.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Imogen Gaunt on his turn.
I think now we're a little used to Imogen just being like, I will do the first thing, and then I have the shield, and then you guys can jump down behind and at least not
Yep.
get
I
surprised
can
attacked
punch
by something.
out from your shield behind
Yeah.
you
Okay.
because
There we go.
monk.
Yay.
All right. So that's how
you
we're going to
guys
set it
are
up.
the heroes. You've got this. Don't worry about it.
Okay. So the 22 crew is Imogen and also Tana and
And
also Rosie. And then we've got Osric. And then we've got... Oh, wow. You actually get to go before somebody, Chris. Okay, then we've got Grell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gaunt. And then 6. All right. Dropping down, you are going to see the roots pull up and a slightly emaciated red dog. I'm going to say that trees don't necessarily have the best like sight of what's blonde. It's kind of like a strawberry blonde. Is going to stand up, look at you and say,
It's about time the cavalry showed up.
Ruff. And you know what? He should roll initiative too. And he rolled a 1. Perfect. I don't even have to rewrite my chart. All right. Top of the initiative. Lir'wen, you're up.
Alrighty, so
For those of you who don't
These-
know what Grell are, they're basically beaked brains with tentacles. If you've been watching Call of the Phandelver and below, they're 90% of the monsters we fight that aren't goblins. What do you got, Lir'wen?
okay, so Lir'wen is going to just start doing punchy punches. I have yep. Lir'wen's just gonna start punching growls.
All right, let's punch some Grells. Oh, you've got range,
just-
so you can hit 4 of them immediately.
I know. I'm gonna spend a key point for a flurry of blows immediately.
Do it.
And I'm going to give 1 punch to each of them.
1 punch!
And we will see how this goes.
1 punch Grell.
Lir'wen's gonna be like, watch this, Imogen. I'll get them, set them up for you. Oh, that is just absolutely gorgeous.
Okay, so where are we starting?
What? I don't know. I'm gonna hold my dice how they are on the tray there. And that works
Okay.
perfectly. So from exactly in front of Lir'wen.
Okay, so from 6 o'clock,
Yep. That's gonna be an 18 hit.
that's a hit.
Okay. The next one beside that's an at 1.
Okay.
Then we've got 5 plus 9 is 14.
That's a hit.
Wow, okay. And then, you know what? Do I have determination? Has that been bought back for me?
It has not been bought back for you. I
know, I think Tanner got an extra one, so wondering...
Oh, Tana used hers to Eldritch Blast the frog.
That's true.
Oh, fair, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, okay, so Lir'wen,
cool.
Lir'wen
So
does
then, yeah,
not.
definitely. Okay, so then probably 11 doesn't hit.
11 does not hit, unfortunately.
Yeah, okay, I rolled 9, 1, 5, and 2 on my 4 hits, so...
All right, so you're definitely going to hit with that first one.
Yep, and then the second one, and then the third one. So the first and third hit. The second one's a nat 1, so you can have me do whatever you'd like with that one.
Sounds good.
So the first one is I'm going to do Empowering Strike on that one, and the third one will be...
Sounds good.
That one, and then
can
whatever...
I get you to roll me a D6, please?
Okay. 4.
1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. All right. So, you are going to slam into these, and as you rear back, Monkey to Luffy style, Tana is going to drop down, and your hand is going to catch Tana in the back of the head. And
oof.
Tana is going to be hurled across the room into the center of the grill.
Oh, that's fine.
She's gonna take no damage, but basically you went like this and she landed on your hand and you went fling.
Okay.
I feel like more books than is sensible for her to be carrying will go flying behind her.
All right, cool. I got sticky hands apparently now.
You do. You're basically like one of those things you get at like one of those like gummy hands. All right, give me damage.
So 18 force for the first one.
Okay, beautiful hit. That's gonna rupture part of its brain.
14 force for the third one, and then can you make me spending 2 key points? Can those each make me a con save, please?
Okay, what's my DC? 19?
19.
Okay, there's no way the first one's gonna pass. No. It's a 15 and a 3. We've got 2 stuns.
Nice. All right, and then Lir'wen's gonna fuck it. Lir'wen's gonna try and run. So that one's stunned, can't take an opportunity attack. That one's also stunned. So yeah, Lir'wen's gonna risk the opportunity attack from the middle grell to go kind of in the center of the room.
Okay, that's gonna be a hit.
Is it? Okay, nice.
Yeah, I think it is. Let me double check that real quick. So I am throwing a tentacle attack at you. That's going to be a 21.
23.
Are you 23?
Yeah,
okay, hold on.
That's why I was like, oh, wow.
I'm spending hurt the more. I'm spending a hurt the more. To reroll. 22. I'm getting closer. I'm going to spend one more.
Oh my god.
Nope. Okay. I'm cashing out my chips at that point. Okay. So that was only a 19 on that one. All right, so it's going to lash one of its tentacles at you, but you're going to basically slide underneath like a parkourist and make it to the other side. Next to this, what you definitely are going to see as a red-hued blink dog. All right, Imogen, it is your turn.
I am going to... we'll start at the outside edge, the one that was right in front of Lir'wen.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit that one first.
Okay, so the one that was right by your Lir'wen, you'll have advantage on.
Yep. That is a 21.
21's a hit.
Cool. Let's see if I damage it enough. that I can pretend I have cleave.
I think that you probably will be able to. Oh, right, because we're using overrun rules.
Yeah. 14 damage.
14 damage, good
Radiant.
hit. 14 radiant, yeah, it's gonna...
These aren't undead, right?
They're not undead, they're just aberrations.
That's what I thought.
They're just
Cool.
evil brains, you know.
Cool.
Okay.
Second attack.
Okay.
Which is on the same one, right? So I still have advantage?
It is, and you're remembering that you crit on a 19 and a 20, right?
Yeah, I'm not rolling above a 16
Okay.
on these.
I just remembered you were a
So far,
champion,
anyway.
because it's been a while.
Yeah. I just rolled 2 16s in a row. But that is a 28, so...
A 28 is absolutely a hit. Give me damage.
That is 16 radiant. I maxed
16
on
radiant. It is still up, but it is grievously wounded. You're going to sever
Okay.
about half its tentacles off. And you have had a short rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have. Third attack.
Okay.
Which is on the same one. 27.
27's a hit. How do you do it?
Well, I'm gonna roll damage because
Yeah.
if we have cleave rules and I kill it, then I'm moving through to the next
Yep.
one.
Absolutely.
I'm basically just slicing through. So that's 15.
15, yeah. 8 points of it are going to slash onto the one. How do you do it, and how does it carry forward?
It's just a wide sweeping swing through the first one into the second.
All right. Beauteous. All right. Anything else on your turn?
No, I'm gonna let other people have a turn before I decide whether or not I want to use another action surge.
All right. Sounds
Because I got that
good.
back on a short rest too.
All right, as that one evaporates beneath the radiant energy of your blade, we cut underneath to where Tana hits the ground, landing in a flurry of books and pages. It's Tana's turn and Rosie's turn at the same time, actually. So who wants to go first?
I mean, I know what Tana's doing.
Tana certainly can.
All right, let's go with Tana.
Sure. I have a very silly question for you, actually. So as a Seeker Warlock, Tana has Astral Refuge, where she can poof into the astral plane to take a couple of actions as part of an action. It's like a little miniature haste. Does that work?
That is a great question. Let me read something real quick that has nothing to do with
I feel like I've just not used it the whole time because I was like, huh, interesting.
Do you
I don't know
actually
when I
just
would ever
go
use
back
that.
to the material plane for just a quick
Just go
stretch?
slower. I can cast 0.5 spells on myself as an action. I mean, mechanically, essentially, it's say like speed up. You can cast 2 self-targeted spells. You're in like a pocket dimension, and then you come
Okay.
back.
So here,
But-
I need you to roll me a d6, please.
Lir'wen's
Oh,
punch
dear.
sent you to the material world. That's what the botch was. It was just
Yeah,
like
that was the
4.
botch.
Okay. Oh my god. Can you roll me a d12?
Don't know. I've got an 11.
Okay. And can you make me a dex save?
I totally can. 15 plus
Okay.
dex. I can't tell if I'm proficient in it. I'm not, so then I have a 20.
That's 15. 15 was what you needed. So you go to use that as you call out to the forces beyond. You feel something pull at your navel, and the world shifts to the left for a second. Instead of that portal opening, something goes and a swirling portal opens beneath your feet. You're going to jump out of the way just in time and see that a portal has opened at your feet and directly above the grell next to Imogen at the far north. You're looking down at it through the floorboards and see that there's a portal above its head.
Well, that's chaotic. Huh. I assume she can't then cast 2 self-targeted spells.
She cannot cast 2 self-targeted spells. That effect does not work, unfortunately.
In that case, she's gonna go, huh, interesting. And then that was her action. So bonus action, let's use Shielding Aurora, which sort of encompasses her in, spooky, radiant energy goops. And essentially that makes her resistant to all damage until the end of her next turn, and that all hostile creatures that end their turn within 10 feet of her are going to take 17 radiant damage.
Balls.
Because it's her warlock level plus charisma modifier, which is 17.
And that's what's the radius on that?
It's a 10-foot radius.
Okay. Beautiful.
Yeah, Path of the Seeker is great for like not dying, but not great for killing things typically.
I mean, that's pretty good.
However, on occasion, they team up.
That's beautiful. All right, a glowing aura fills the area around you. And Rosie, it's your turn. Rosie, you are also going to see this. Everyone can see that there is a portal in space directly above the topmost, northmost Grell's head that looks up Tana's skirt.
Yeah, she's just gone, huh, interesting.
All right. I'm going to shoot this girl right in front of me in the face with a firebolt.
That sounds great. No, you'll have disadvantage because it's point blank. Oh, no, you don't. Never mind. Never mind.
I'm a gunner.
You are a gunner. All right, give it to me.
That was half the point of taking that. Because I can just go cannon in your face.
So one thing real quick. If you wanted to be a snarky pain in the ass, the one directly in front of Imogen is stunned still. You could shoot up through the portal, back between Tana's legs, and shoot this one in the face.
Whatever is coolest. And does that give me an advantage then? Since
you'll have advantage. Now you're playing with portals.
All right. Cantrip Master.
Amazing.
Take a -5 penalty to add +10 to my damage on firebolt, please.
I love that feat. I love it. You can get it.
Great.
By the way, folks, in case you were wondering, Osric's Heroic Histories should be out within the next 10 days and has that feat in it. And it looks really pretty.
So that is on a spell attack, it's -5, so that means I only add 4 of my bonus, which takes me to 22.
That's absolutely a hit. Yeah, against a Grell, give it to me.
All right, so 3d10 plus the d8 from my arcane firearm thing. Hoo-hoo! That is some decent damage, my friends.
Aw, we're friends. I'm not here. 42?
Well,
how do you do it?
3d10 plus a d8 plus 10.
How do you do it? He's dead.
Something somehow very cool. I somehow like bounce this beautiful firebolt shot up through a portal, back down, and hit this guy right smack.
It does the skirt blow on Tana a little bit, just like.
And part of that.
If I'm shooting up past Tana into this thing,
yeah,
I think it goes straight up through the tentacles, through the top of the head, and just.
Cool. It explodes it so much that the one directly south of Imogen is going to get part of the beak embedded in the side of its brain for 1 more point of damage. Perfect. And I believe with Cantrip Master, do you get something if you kill something?
One sec. If you score a critical hit.
Oh, it's critical hit. There we go. Okay.
I was pretty sure it didn't count, but...
Yeah. All right. Anything else on your turn, Rosie?
Did Boom Boom come through? Because he wasn't with me.
Boom Boom was on Gaunt and has jumped down to the ground.
On his shoulder.
Can I launch him up through the portal to be under this other one that's in front of Imogen?
Yes.
Okay, he's gonna point his like head straight up through it and just cone of fire into the ceiling.
Okay. Oh, so like that? Perfect. Oh, you could actually. Okay,
I just
so
don't want to hit anybody else because it is a cone and it would be difficult.
I'm gonna say that you can angle this because this is weird to go up and at an angle so that it hits both of them and not Tana.
Sure.
because 3D logic kind of, you guys get what I'm putting down? Because you're kind of shooting up, so that'll absorb some of the fire, and the rest just kind of shoot out from Imogen's feet.
I was gonna kind of...
Or pardon me, not Imogen's feet,
throw
Tana's
him
feet.
through it, so he'd come out of the portal next to them.
Oh, okay.
Instead of wandering through them, and just kind of shoot straight up into them.
Then he'll
So
only
like
be
he
able
turns
to...
his head to the ceiling, and it unleashes a cone upwards. Instead of in front of him.
I'll allow it. Sure, let's do it. That's deck saves?
Yeah.
Okay, 1 pass, 1 fail.
Okay. So it's 2d8 fire damage and half on a save. So that is 13 points of fire damage to the fail one, and...
You said 22?
What?
How many?
13.
13. I heard 22 for some reason.
2d8 is what I said.
Oh, okay. And then
Initially, so
6 to the
so
success.
13 on the failed and half on the success.
Perfect. All right. That's going to be your turn. Osric is going to see this in front of him. And,
Well, you know what? I don't like Grell. I don't mind saying it, so you know what? You're cursed. Bane.
well, that's 4 fails on Bane. All right, there is a... As the Bane of Timora spreads across the room, making it so that each one of these guys... I'm just double checking that I can hit all 4 and not just 3 with Bane. Up to 3 creatures. All right, so the top 3 there are all going to have a minus D4 on all of their actions. Yep. Oh, you know what? He can upcast that by 1, so it's gonna be all 4. Okay, so Grell number 1 is going to make some attacks on Imogen. Grell number 1, I get 2 attacks, one of its tentacles and one of its beaks. All right, so here's the deal. I'm not even gonna do the -4 unless I think I can hit, just to save time. Okay, number 2 is going to attack Tana. What's your AC, Tana?
Hang on, I don't think I actually cast mage armor, so I think it's 15.
Okay, so that's +4 -2. Okay, you are going...
One of the things to try to do in that little spell bubble. Oh, well.
Okay, you are going to be hit by a pair of tentacles, or at least by a tentacle.
Okay.
That is going to be 11 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make me a con save.
Okay, awesome. I am resistant to all damage this turn.
Okay, perfect.
And my con save, I rolled a 12 plus con.
Okay.
15.
You are fine. However, you are grappled, as the one directly beside you is going to wrap an arm around you and attempt to beak you, but unfortunately, because of the Bane, is going to be unable to. It just kind of chomps in your face. So you'll take half damage, and the venom from its tentacles is not going to cause you any trouble. Another one of them is going to try to tentacle and beak Imogen. There's no way that could hit. Imogen, your AC is like 18 or 19, 20, 22, something like that.
21 with the shield.
Okay, and then the last one at the very south is going to attempt to beak Lir'wen. Okay, that's a 19, which would be a 23, and then it's a 21 because of Bane. So, none of these Grell are even going to get a chance. And Gaunt.
Oh my god. Which one hasn't done anything?
Honestly, most of them have not done anything. We'll say the one that just went to attack Lir'wen, though.
Tiny note. Have any of them ended their turns?
Oh my god, all of them will have ended their turn. Yes. Also, you know what? I accidentally preempted you, Chris, so I'll spend a hurt them more for that. what do I have to... So they all take 17 damage? Automatically?
Yeah, there's no save on it. It's unhinged.
Oh my god. All right, so...
At a low level, it's like, you take 3 damage. But later on...
All right, Gaunt, what do you do? There's a blur of motion and a lot of these gross creatures around you.
All right. So the one that's farthest away that doesn't look like it's taken any actions, I'm just going to just look around and be like, oh, this was just too easy. And just point at it and fire off these black bolts of void at it. Eldritch Blast!
Eldritch Blast! You're gonna kill it. You're gonna blow it up. You maniac!
17, a nat 20, and a 23?
That's gonna hit.
So 1, 2, 3, 4 d10. I don't have any of the extra Eldritch Blast goodies though. That's pretty good. So it's 27, 32.
32. It is still technically up as you rip through it with Eldritch Blast after Eldritch Blast, blowing its tentacles apart. It is kind of just half hovering in the air. It is having the worst day ever. Anything else on your turn?
That's it. Nah.
All right, so on that note, it is going to hover in the air and snarl. And another snarl is going to echo from behind Lir'wen. You damn dirty brains. And the Blink Dog is going to lunge at it with a bark, and that's going to be a hit. Good boy. And that's a kill for the Blink Dog. The Blink Dog's kill stealed. The Blink Dog...
It's called teamwork.
It's called teamwork. So you're going to hit it with your Eldritch Blast, taking chunk after chunk after chunk off of it. It's going to kind of float around in the air for a second when suddenly you're going to hear as this Blink Dog disappears and reappears and disappears and reappears around Lir'wen, and then bites into this thing's tentacles and does the rope death kill as it goes whoosh, 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 and puny gods it like a tether ball until its brain just oozes across the boards. And then it's going to spit it out and go, that's right. Top of the initiative, Lir'wen.
All right, Lir'wen is gonna try and kill steal herself because she doesn't do much of them kill. She just fists them to the edge.
You're the Fist of the South Star.
Yeah. So Lir'wen is going to take 2 attack. Well, I'll take 1 attack. The one that's to the left of Tana, does that one look hurt at all?
Yes, it looks like it was hurt by whatever this radiant astral effect that's radiating off Tana is.
Okay. Cool. Lir'wen's gonna take 2 attacks at it then. Let's
Perfect.
see how it goes.
Go ahead, your astral arms are gonna lash out.
For you. Alright. For you. Come on, dice. What the shit?
What'd you get?
I rolled a 9 and a 2 again on my dice.
Okay, what are those turned into?
The 18 will hit. Has anyone happened to buy me?
Nope.
Okay, cool. So the
it's
2 will miss because that's only an 11. Which missed
11?
last time.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
Well, the first one is absolutely going to hit, though. Do you want to spend a key point?
I'll see how this one's looking afterwards. I haven't taken my bonus action yet.
I know, but remember that if you spend the key point, then you have advantage on subsequent attacks. If you stun it on the first attack, then the rest of your attacks get advantage.
Yeah, I was thinking that these guys are fast. It wasn't worth the stun at this point.
Okay, sounds good.
Empowering strike on that first hit. That's going to be only 10 points of force damage for that. And then I will spend a key point to Flurry of Blows that and do 2 more attacks on it. Alright, dice. Can you be nice? Can any of you be nice to me tonight? Would be nice. Would be nice. Alright, that's an 11 and a 19, so a 28 and a 20.
Those are both hits.
Sure. And that's gonna be 25 points of force damage to that.
All right, how do you do it?
Lir'wen's just gonna lash out with her astral arms, and then one's gonna like punch it, grab the thing, swing it around, and then she's just gonna do like her fists are gonna meet together, but in the middle of it is the brain. So brain gonna go squish between their two fists.
Perfect. All right, Imogen, Tana, or Rosie, who wants to go first?
Want me to just hit some things?
Just deal them. Yeah.
All right.
All right, Imogen.
Neither
Turn
of the
into
ones
a
by me
helicopter.
are stunned, correct? So I'm just rolling flat.
Here's rolling
Pardon?
flat. Just rolling flat.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, that is a 19, which is a crit for me. Yeah.
Who do you give advantage to?
Finally. Apparently I needed it to be not advantage.
Fair.
Sorry, what was that?
Who do you give your inspiration to? For inspirational
Can it
crits?
be herself?
Oh, right,
so
we
there's,
do
like,
that.
One more
You can't give it to your... Sure. You know what? It's the end of the
Just
session.
kill them, honestly.
Do it. Do it. It's the end. I hate Grell so much, I'll allow it. Only for Grell.
Sure, fine. I'll give it to myself.
You're so inspired by your own
actually,
actions.
I have to roll that again. Oh, I rolled so well. That's a... That's 21 radiant.
Okay. It's still hanging on from that first attack.
Mm-hmm.
Here comes the second that you already hit it with, I'm sure.
Second, that...
Er.
Yeah. I rolled 2 6s. But that is an 18.
Those are hits. Or that is a hit.
Yay. Well, that is a hit, yeah. That's 13 more damage.
All right, you are going to slash through, dealing 2 more points of damage to the one next to it as you whirlwind into it. This one is looking rather afeared.
Cool. I get one more hit unless I want to action surge. For a minute I thought that was a 20, but it is not. It is a 10, but that is still a 22.
Still a hit. Give me damage.
Whoop. Math. 14 radiant.
14. It is still up, but it is definitely hindered as you have slashed through this one.
There's 2 more people with the same initiative as me. I'm not going to waste an action surge on this.
Perfect. That sounds great. Tana or Rosie, who wants to do some damage?
Sure.
All right, Rosie, what do you do?
Rosie's just gonna move around in front of it, put the arcane firearm to its face, and do another firebolt.
Okay, give it to me.
I will again do -5. And I rolled a 19, so that is going to definitely be a hit.
That is definitely going to be a hit. I'm pretty sure I get to ask you the question.
Since that's almost max damage,
Oof.
I would say you're probably accurate then.
Okay, so it has 17 hit points. How many negative hit points is it in now? How much damage you do?
43 points of damage.
Okay, well, shit. How do you do it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna lower the arcane firearm right at its face.
All right, it is going to explode in a burst of brainy fire. And with that, the combat is done. The Blink Dog looks around you, looks back at the dead Grell, says, "Well, I suppose introductions are in order. I am Mikasa. Thanks for the assist. How may I be of service?" And I think that is the moment we should end tonight's game. So folks, thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Vecna, Eve of Ruin. We will be back in 1 week's time for a change. That's right, we'll be back next Friday night here on Dork Tales to finish up probably this section of the module. So definitely come and see the final stand of Tana Starbell before we head into our next adventure. But hey, if you like what we do here, you should definitely check out Bunnyhearted at twitch.tv/bunnyhearted, where you can see more of Miss Starbell. You should also join our Patreon, or join their Patreon too, because you can go to patreon.com/bunnyhearted and get a bunch of cool features, especially if you like VTubing, you can totally go hook yourself up. A big thank you to Bookwyrm Games, but also, folks, go to our Patreon. we're like 15 people of any paid tier, like $1 counts, for making Christine have to run a game. And
do it. I'll wear something frilly. But you can join the likes of my parents and Shaikon De Vermillion, who are our divine producers, our sorcerer sanguine-shaped demonic producer, our wizards of the Patreon, Tammy the Forever Cleric, the Ink Goblin Karasha Urquhart, our monster maker Soloman, and our high council, Taryn, Dustin, Amberthist, Raven with Baubles, Chef Aladeth, Larouk, Kelowna Curd, Mike Baxter, Brian Kaler, Nerdy Metal Gent, and Grumpy Owl. Thank you so much for being part of the Patreon, for keeping the lights on here, and thank you for being patient while the entire summer happened to us. There's a lot more Vecna, Eve of Ruin on the way, and I think you're really going to like the twists and turns that it takes. But until then, do me a favor. Don't keep Dork Tales a secret. Go share it with your friends. You'll get advantage on all sorts of checks with me. Good night, everybody.